January 3rd. This is Thursday, January 3rd of 2008. And it's 4:46 a.m. And I decided that I had a need to make a movie. And this is my video need. Okay. Alright. I was thinking about this, and I'm a woman, of course, so, I'd understand if you would get angry with me if I was a man, but I'm a woman. Anyway, it's about abortion. I personally believe that it's, for any form, for any reason, it should be illegal to kill a baby, because that is in fact what you're doing. And the point of the matter is that I just feel it's wrong. Okay, so you're raped. I understand being pregnant with that rapist child could be a very difficult situation, but think about it for that child. Do you really feel it's fair to them that they didn't do anything wrong, and you should kill them? You should punish them for something that they didn't do wrong, and not give them the chance to live and pursue a life. Especially since I seriously believe that a lot of abortions are done by teenagers that are running away from unwanted pregnancies that they shouldn't be able to run away from. It was their fault. They're the ones that wanted to have unprotected sex. They're the ones that wanted to have sex, period, out of wedlock. So they should, if they were adult enough to have sex, they should be adult enough to deal with the consequences of having that sex. And personally, I just feel I'm just looking at it in the child's point of view, and I'm just completely against pro-choice. I don't remember what the other side is, what it's called, but I'm just completely against pro-choice. I just don't feel that a woman understands what they're doing, even when they're had all this information laid out in front of them, and they're told and again, and they've expressed all the answers on any question. I feel they just don't understand what they're doing, and it's just so upsetting to me just to think how many people I've known that have gotten pregnant and that have had their child, even though they knew the consequences of it were going to be hard. I had a cousin that was, I believe she's 16 now, 17, but she had a child January of last year, and he's a year old now, and he's a